Welcome back to Final Fantasy Type-0. We just finished one of those optional missions, which do have some frustrating things about them, for sure. But we're through it now, and I guess we'll be returning to Academia. Or not. I guess we have to get back there on our own, which is fine.
I'm late. I'm sorry. Am I the last one?
No, there's...
I'm so sorry. I'm late.
Hmm? You're never late, Remsky. Did you oversleep?
Yeah.
Sync sounds so weird sometimes.
Where's Machina?
He hasn't gotten here yet.
Yeah. Maki's late again? What's up with him lately?
It's time. Let's get started. To defend against the joint Militesi-Concordian invasion, Rubrum's entire force will be divided into two groups. All cadets and trainees will take part in this operation.
The trainees too?
Sounds like if they don't, it won't be much of a contest.
You and the other cadets are to engage Concordia's fleet of dragons on the Eastern Front using airships. In this operation, you will be assisted by Lord Shuyu. He should help even the odds.
A l'Cie taking part?
Hey! Isn't that focusing too much of our manpower on Concordia? What are you gonna do about the Militesi front?
The Rubrum Army's main force will form a wall along the Militesi border. And a select unit of cadets, adept at magic, will engage the Imperial forces. I will personally be joining this fight.
Out in the field?
That means that they're really getting desperate out there.
Except, that's still not going to be enough.
You have something up your sleeve?
We have a plan. Lady Setsna will summon the verboten Eidolon, and my unit will assist her.
You mean two Caesar in this fight?
Something up his sleeve, all right.
They're finally taking this seriously.
Yeah. But what are these verboten Eidolons anyway?
They're Eidolons no mortal can control, kept under wraps by the Sorcery Division. So hazardous is the very act of summoning such Eidolons. It can only be performed by the likes of the l'Cie. This is Rubrum's last resort. In fact, everything depends on this one battle. There's still time before your mission commences. Take your time to fully prepare, but be aware that you are not authorized to leave Academia for long. May the grace of the crystal be with all of us.
Machina has left the party. I've been working hard, Koopa. Brings tear to my Koopa something. I'm a little worried you might be a little under level. The next level is 29 for the mission. You want to become stronger? Why not fight some monsters or listen to one of my fascinating lectures, Koopa? Yeah, 29. Yeah, we're quite a ways under that.
What?
A lot of trainees have been coming up to me lately and asking for advice. I don't mind that. They're just scared and need someone to turn to.
Hey,
In a way, it's our fault that the trainees are being sent off to the front in the first place. So the least we can do is help make sure they come back alive.
What?
can I help you?
I suppose Machina would come find me if I were to wait right here, but I haven't seen him.
What's the matter?
He fancies himself a fighter, he does, but he's not cut out for all this warring. He's too kind.
You okay?
I haven't run into Machina ever since we got back from Elise. You haven't seen him, have you?
What do you want?
He's probably still upset about Zana. I just hope he realizes that no amount of brooding will bring his brother back from the dead.
You okay?
The Empire's main airship fleet, where is it stationed? If I make commander, allow me to align my classmates, nothing I haven't seen before. Fire magic increased by 1. Size, wake up and tell me the capital, yada yada. Ice magic increase. These are not good stat increases. Same exact shit. Lightning. The same cutscene 3 times in a row. Asuna is now available though. I guess that's good.
Don't forget to train.
Our performance back in Ingram wasn't perfect either. We should have been more cautious.
This isn't the time to chat.
I'm just glad we made it back in one piece. I guess we have the commander to thank for that.
What's up?
Time to settle the score with the Empire.
What is it?
And we gotta save that orderly of ours, Arya. I guess I had the right character for this.
Commander?
Baby.
What are you doing here?
This war's been weighing all of us down, Cadet. Even I need to take a load off once in a while.
You've had plenty of time to lounge around while we were gone.
Damn, what the fuck?
Does my attitude offend you?
Of course. How could we not be offended by your attitude? You're our commanding officer, aren't you?
Correct. Which is why I will only state facts to you.
Facts? Are you implying the claim that we assassinated the Queen is a fact?
No. The world believing that you did so is a fact. Here is another fact. The Consortium is pinning all the blame on Class Zero.
But that's...
For those on the battlefield, there's no room for words of sympathy or comfort.
Tell us something we don't know.
But this is neither a battlefield nor an official setting. I'm glad you made it back. Well, if you had not come back, my workload would have gone down significantly. However, I also admit having you lot around keeps me on my toes.
Commander...
The next operation will be the biggest one yet. I will not forgive you if you die easily. As your commander, your deaths would negatively affect my evaluation.
Well, what about you? When was the last time you were in battle?
The day I need you to worry about me will be my last.
They could have started off that cutscene a lot better. It's just Ace just seemingly being a complete ass to him for no reason. Legend has it that the destiny of Orients is written in these Akashic records, but I cannot seem to decipher anything that is written beyond the present.
What's the matter?
Mother once told me that all of our destinies are also recorded in this tome. What does that mean? Well, I suppose it... I mean, you see, isn't it obvious? It looks like these verboten Eidolons are in a league all their own. Why don't we just use them and demolish the Empire for good? That's a good question. The problem is, no matter how hard I search, I can't seem to find any concrete information about them. Wait a sec. Where did you get that from? Isn't that book supposed to be banned? Sure, yeah. Those has collected 6 knowing tags, Kupo. What a noble soul thou art. Do accept this simple token of my gratitude, Kupo. Gee, thanks. I don't want to sound ungrateful or anything, but one potion isn't exactly going to get it done. Class 0 was able to support Lassie during the liberation. Surely they'll be able to protect the Dominion from our enemies, right? I guess we don't have a choice. Like it or not, we have to take a stand once and for all. Class 2nd boasts the highest sortie rate in all of academia, proof that the Dominion depend on us. Yes, we may also have the highest casualty rate, but such is the price of greatness, Kupo. Given that our class is comprised only of the finest combat specialists, it naturally follows that Central Command would deploy them in the front lines. Kupo. Unfortunately, however, coming into constant contact with the enemy means that our class also suffers more casualties than any other, Kupo. What's worse is that the cadets who come in to replace those who die receive marching orders before they undergo sufficient training and are thus unlikely to survive. It's a tragic cycle, Kupo. Damn. It's all kind of fucked right there.
Kupo?
If only we could devise a way to break away from this vicious cycle, Kupo.
Kupo?
You expect me to believe that you've actually seen the fabled Nux, Suzaku. You received plenty of reports about unidentified crafts, but this seems too far-fetched. Our dreadnoughts will be equipped with powerful long-range turrets capable of firing concentrated magic energy. They should be of great use in our airborne battle against the kingdom's wyverns.
Hey!
It's do or die on the next mission. and I've got no intention of dropping dead anytime soon.
What's up?
I've got to hand it to Machina though, in spite of having nowhere to run, he still somehow found a way to flee. He's got a gift.
Hey!
This is all just one big misunderstanding. Why don't we send an envoy to Concordia and explain what really happened? I'm sure they would listen to reason.
Good work.
I suppose this goes without saying, but I'm on your side. I'm really glad you all made it back from Malit Salab. A situation has arisen, and I need Claster's assistance. If he would striker for the Central Command Officer. Yeah. Hold up, bros. Think to that little stunt you pulled back in Malise. All my dudes have been sent off to battle, Kupo. If my rookies get killed out there, I'm coming after you, Kupo. This is what I've been waiting for. I'm finally going to the front. Bring it on. He's got some bloodlust.
As long as I wear vermilion, I have to do my best.
Look, there's something I want to talk to you two about. So, right now the Dominion is gearing up for a huge operation. They say that we'll be lucky if even half of us make it back in one piece. That includes us. And well, I've always been more of a solo artist than a team player, and I hated the idea of working as a class, but I actually had a lot of fun because of you guys. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, well, you know, thanks. I didn't want to say anything because it's kind of embarrassing, but I figured I'd better speak up while I had the chance. We should come up with a strategy and propose it to the consortium. We can't let the Dominion fall to the Empire. But what about this? But what would you suggest? No matter how much research I do, I can't find any historical evidence to imply we have a chance at overcoming these overwhelmingly awful odds. Well, have you tried looking in the annals and the annals of Orients? There must be some glimmer of hope hidden in those pages. I just know it. Poke my head in here, make sure nothing crazy's going on. I still have yet to try this out. Don't mean to do that. What do you think the deal is with that Sid Alstein? What's his game? I get that he wants to dominate all of Orients, but don't you think the way he's going about everything is more than a little strange? It just doesn't quite add up. If all he wanted was to take control, then he could just subjugate the other 3 countries through war and be done with it. Sure, there might be revolts, but he could easily quash those. On the other hand, if he just wanted to solve the Empire's energy crisis, I would imagine the Black Tortoise Crystal would provide more than enough power. If that's the case, though, how come he's going after all 4 crystals? I feel like there's something more to whatever he's plotting. I don't know what that Sid Alstein's up to, but the one thing I'm sure of is that we can't let him go through with it. If you want to make it back alive, there's only one golden rule you have to follow. Kill them before they can kill you. It's that simple. It seems so obvious, and yet I never really thought about it that way. Thanks for all your advice. I'll do my best to make you proud out there. War is a constant struggle to maintain the advantage over your opponent, and you must plan all of your movements accordingly. The easiest way to make the enemy powerless is to cause confusion in their ranks. Disrupt their chain of command, and they'll fall to pieces.
Oh! A cadet, yes?
Yes! From Class 0.
A query. Do you, as a cadet in service of the crystal, hold great pride in your duty?
Yes! Great pride!
I see. Alas, the feeling neither be false nor true. There is something more dear to you than the crystal.
Huh?
Child, if you do not wish to lose what you hold dear to oblivion, leave Rubrum at once.
Huh?
Whether you choose to leave your mark is up to you. Nay, this may be of no relevance to mortals.
I wonder what that means.
I wonder. I guess she's saying either you're Machina, or I guess she's suggesting Machina's gonna die if you stay here and y'all fight. I don't really know how she knows that. Anyway, yeah, I guess that was the scene I had to have. I had to be Rem to see. Off to war again, are we? Oh great. So much for that ceasefire of yours, Kupo. I don't care whether you play nice or play rough, but just pick one or the other, Kupo. Care to try your hand in expert trial? I don't know. This trial isn't for the faint of heart or body. Are you sure you're up for this? Melise breaks the Fabula Pact and, in so doing, shatters the short-lived ceasefire. The battle lines are drawn once more, and Class 0 receives new orders. This time, however, it is not Class 0, but Class 2nd who is leading the operation. Class 0 must send a squad of 6 to assist Class 2nd in returning Monroe to Dominion control. I don't... I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna do this later. Let me just walk around this place more and... I don't know, I can't do this yet. It's level 38, I cannot fucking do this, no. I'm sorry. I mean, the next story mission is, what, level 29? I'm sure that's gonna be tough enough. A moment of your time, Cadet. I'd like your assistance with something. Procure 3 mega potions for the logistics officer. I might not have that anymore. I once upon a time might have had that, but I don't think I have that anymore, so that's really unfortunate. I know. I concede that espionage is a necessary evil given our current geopolitical situation, but I just can't accept assassination. I mean, don't you think it's a little unfair? The end is near, newbie. Rumor has it The showdown is going to take place on the border near Monroe. Moreau. There's still so many places I haven't been. The volcano in Jubanla, the blast site of an old Larisha. I can't die yet. Hey, so I've decided to tell Emina how I feel about her. These days, you never know which one will be your last, and I don't want to have any regrets about things I didn't say. Oh.
What is it?
The thing is, I wanted to make her a ring, but I can't find the right stone. I hate to put this on you guys, but would you be able to fetch me some diamond ore? It's fine, forget I even asked. I just keep looking, I guess. I cannot do that right now. I cannot fucking do that. Olive Orients has branded the Dominion Public Enemy #1. Olive Orients has branded the Dominion Public Enemy #1 thanks to that little stunt Class 0 pulled back in Ingram. I don't care what they did. I wasn't involved. I refuse to be branded as traitor. Oh, I'm simply worried sick about my poor dears, Kippa. They almost never get marching orders, but the brass concluded we would suffer too many casualties without medics on the front lines, Kippa. I still remember Arya, which means that she must still be alive, right? One of the other orderlies informed me that Arya was shot in the capital, which is also why you were unable to bring her back. That must have been hard for you. The fact that I retain my memories of her means that she must have escaped the jaws of death. I suppose I should thank the Empire for saving her, or at least thank their medical technology. Now all we can do is pray that they aren't mistreating her. I would hate to think she would have been better off having not survived. The entry assigned her to my custody has been added to the Rubicus. There's no telling what those Imperial savages might do to her.
What are you doing?
Ooh, I hate how the brass forces us to fork over our knowing tags before a mission. I mean, they're basically telling us they expect us to get slaughtered like a bunch of cattle, right? Everyone in Rubum is supposed to keep their tags on them at all times, except us. That is, those jerks in the administration make us turn ours in before every mission. And you know why? They say it's to help them keep track of how many of us there are in the field at one time, but it's really because those swine are all just too lazy to go out and find the tags themselves. And who says we're going to bite the dust out there in the first place? I don't want to think about dying before I even march. I just want to think about blowing the bad guys to smithereens.
What are you doing?
I don't care what the brass thinks. There's no way I'm going to die out there.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
I guess that's how this character is supposed to sound like. But that's not how I think. That's not how I think this character would sound on my own.
What are you doing?
Looking at this character, I would think she has a more kind of childish, I guess, more immature voice. If someone survives an operation, they become your comrade in arms. Sure, The scars stay with you for a while, but they fade with time. Once someone dies, though, they're gone forever.
Goodbye.
The Dominion's next battle was to be fought simultaneously on two fronts, Kupo. Certainly, the valiant cadets of Class 0 aren't scared, are they, Kupo? Huh. The Empire has seized control of 3 of the 4 crystals. That doesn't mean what I think it means, does it? If you think it means that all the Lassie who obey those 3 crystals now serve the Militesi Empire, then I'm afraid you're probably right. I had a bad feeling about that. The Dominion is done for.
Goodbye.
Cool. Got a ribbon. The Doctor devised the SO system specifically to help you cadets discover your true potential, but whether you partake or not is up to you. Has the challenge proven too much for you? Ain't no telling how many times I've read that. If you Class 0 cadets really want to clear names of assassination accusations, you can prove your loyalty in the upcoming operation. Not like you need to worry about your operation anyway. Not like you need to worry about your reputation anyway.
Goodbye.
Well, have you anything to report about the situation in Elise, Kupo? Had you any encounters with new and unfamiliar Magitech armor, perchance? Inquisitive minds demand answers, Kupo. The further our territory expands, the faster our inventory will grow. If you want to see our shelf stocked wall to wall, then we'll need your help in restoring trade. The Empire foolishly believes that its Ultima Bomb is enough to terrorize the Dominion into submission. They will soon realize, however, that we have a secret weapon of our own.
We can do it.
You haven't happened to see Makin about any chance, have you? I'm rather worried about him.
Is something the matter?
If there were only something we could do to make Makin feel better.
What is it?
Say, I know that Cape Anywhere. You're from Class 0. I don't suppose you would let this old man trouble you with a favor, would you? No, I understand. I'm sure you kids have a lot on your plate. I'm not going to start singing his praises, but I have to hand it to Sid Alstein. He may be a horrible human being, but the man sure does know how to unite and rule a nation. Meanwhile, our administration is on the verge of a schism because of all of the infighting between officials. They could really stand to take a page out of Sid Alstein's book. Fuyu apparently received marching orders for the next mission. I want to believe she'll be okay, but I can't help but worry about her. I'll be fine. Those Imperial soldiers don't frighten me. I'm more scared of the girl who keeps hiding my shoes than I am of the Empire.
Kupo?
Every Kupo is up in arms about a couple of alleged assassins, but that's nothing. Have they seen my cadets, Kupo? I've got pyromaniacs, kids with obsessive spellcasting disorder, you name it.
Kupo?
I wonder if everyone would come if I arranged a Class 0 girls' party.
Heard all about what happened. Don't let them get to you. Just sleep it off, kid. You'll be fine. I'm so happy I managed to survive this long. If I hadn't, I might never have been blessed with the joy of meeting you. You're going to keep on surviving so long as I have anything to say about it. You can't die on me until we get married. Confidence is exactly what I'm lacking. I go in thinking I can do it, but when push comes to shove, I always chocobo out. Confidence is exactly... Oh. Whatever. Oh, you almost got away from me. Still no news about Arya. I do hope she's alright. I know Arya is soft-spoken, but in spite of her demure demeanor, she's actually quite strong-willed. She even volunteered to follow you in Malitz because she thought you might need her help. She must be feeling so alone right now. Oh, you must bring her back. She went out of her way to help you. Won't you do the same for her? The entry, on second thought, has been added to the Rubicus. There's no telling what those Imperial savages might do to her. I thought she was here. Like, I thought we already recovered her and she was here recovering, but I guess not. I guess she's still an Ingram, and the enemies are kind of taking care of her there, I guess. I never had a problem verifying a target's coordinates during practice, but it's a lot harder to actually track something down in the field. Estimating with accuracy isn't easy when you're under pressure. With a little more experience, though, I'm sure you'll get the hang of it.
Hello.
Hey again. Wow, you guys seriously have the best timing. It's just that, do you think you could lend me a little bit more? Think of it as a little nest egg. I'll fly back to you as a beautiful full-grown chocobo. All I need is 10,000 gil. The more you give, the more you get in return, right? I don't even know if I have that much. Wow, seriously, some friends you guys are. Just don't come begging to me when I'm filthy rich. I need to check my funds. 10,000. That's a shit ton of gil. I might come back to you. We'll see. Our best solution in these troubled times is to look to our ancestors for guidance. We should do as they did, unleash the verboten Eidolon upon our opponents and vanquish them for good. Let's say the Queen's assassination really was just one big elaborate Imperial setup. Doesn't that mean that they're one step ahead of our every move? Well, just realized I could do that. That's cute, I guess. Probably, although I suspect they're plotting They were plotting her murder for quite some time. I mean, the Queen was a moderate and a pacifist. If anyone wanted her out of the way, it was Malice.
Yeah?
Everyone's up in arms about kids getting sent off to battle, now that the top brass is deploying trainees, too. Yeah, I think they're a little late on that one.
Feeling good?
Never mind that we cadets have been out there risking our necks for weeks in spite of being a bunch of kids with absolutely no combat experience, though. Nothing to worry about here.
Yeah?
You seem like an altruistic soul. Won't you help a fellow cadet? I see, I was not mistaken about you. Thank you for your help. Countless lives were saved thanks to your efforts. Your kindness should not be unrewarded. What's the best way to use Phoenix Downs anyway? That's the first time I've gotten Phoenix Downs, I think. Right? Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. Revives all dead party members. All dead party members. That's very interesting, actually, and I have 5 of them. That was totally fucking worth it, doing that, and getting those. The struggle is not yours alone. All of us are fighting in this war together. The only way we will survive is if we all lead one another a helping hand. If we all lend one another a helping hand. Well, if it isn't Rubram's most infamous assassins, oh, how the mighty have fallen, Kupo. How does it feel to have your glorious name dragged through the muck, Kupo? Focus on moving forward instead of getting stuck in the past. What's done is done, and you can't change that.
Hey, how you doing?
I know that Great Face helps us out in the field every once in a while, but Central Command must be crazy to send him in the front lines. I mean, is he gonna be okay out there?
Hey!
Not that I'm worried about him or anything. I would just be mortified if I got shown up in the field by an old grouch like our CO.
Hey, you eat yet?
I can't believe the commander's taking the fall for us. He's a surprisingly stand-up guy, yo.
Huh?
None of this would have happened if the brass hadn't agreed to that damn ceasefire, but they refused to admit it was their bad. If they can't own up, they ought to step down, yo. Well, if they didn't agree to it, we would have all died to that, let's see. So it kind of worked out for us. The Empire has established an enormous stronghold on the border to defend against invasion. If you're trying to penetrate those walls, I wish you luck. You're going to need it. Intel says they've got enough arms to outfit an entire army. You'll be lucky if you make it as far as the front gates.
Hey, is it true? Word has it that it's our fault that you have to go out on this next mission, yo!
Is that any way to address your commanding officer? By the crystal, you are a child.
Don't go changing the subject.
It was not your fault. If anyone's to blame, it is me.
I don't give a damn about any of that! I mean, will your body even hold up in a large-scale operation like this in the first place, yo?
I can still use magic, but the body does not lie. I can't move like I used to, so I am not truly fit. I am no longer the Ice Reaper of old. Still, I'm not completely useless.
Huh? You mean you'll be alright supporting the Lassie?
The things I hear from you after all this time at war. There's no such thing as all right on the battlefield. Have you not learned?
None of that matters, alright?
Would it really matter to you if I did die?
Of course it would! Look, I may not like you, but you're my CO. If I let you die, then it looks bad on my part. And if you die because of us, we'll get the heat for it.
Don't worry. If I die, the crystal will wipe your memories.
I doubt we would forget you. Seriously. I mean, you're Class Zero's commander.
I see. In that case, I will pray that you'll remember me. As your commanding officer, and a real pain in the ass.
Yeah, you got that right. We couldn't forget an annoying guy like you if we tried.
Don't flatter me. Just make me proud on mission day. At ease.
I see myself in you cadets, my younger, foolish self. In a way, I miss those days. I hope you, too, are making the most of your time here.
At ease.
You guys are literally the sweetest. I knew I could count on you, and don't worry, I'm good for every girl. Yeah, I hope that fucking works out for me. Wait, hold up. I say we get out there, crack some skulls, and then crack open some ethers. The Bahamut Squad has easily overcome every obstacle we've come across thus far, and there's no reason for me to think we'll have any trouble this time. I just joined the Bahamut Squad, but I'm starting to have second thoughts. The Bahamut Squad is a unit that exists for the sole purpose of summoning an Eidolon. In other words, a suicide squad, and I agreed to join them on this next mission. Why, you ask? Because my best friend volunteered first. I can't just let him see you later, can I? I can't just tell him, see you later, can I? Certainly not when I know there won't be a later. If he's willing to give his life to defend the Dominion, and so am I. The mission may be a daunting one, but I have every intention of fighting to the death. Mine, to be precise. But I have every intention of fighting to the death, mine, to be precise. But I have every intention of fighting to the death, mine, to be precise.
Can I help you?
I know that Maki was upset about the big bro and everything, I know Maki was upset about his big bro and everything, but getting all grumpy-wumpy with us isn't going to bring him back. All this fighting is hard on everybody.
Wanna play?
It's not like he's the only person who's lost someone they love. Even the bad guys were making go bye-bye or somebody else's good guys.
Hello.
Oh, don't worry. If anyone knows how much of a struggle it is to be forced to do dirty work that no one else wants to do, it's class night.
I've been waiting.
So beautiful. The human body. It truly is a work of art.
Well, that's a little sus.
I want to make one with my own 2 hands. And for that, research.
That's a little more sus. You're a sus dude.
I've been waiting.
Hey, Class 0. You've got impeccable timing. I've got a little favor to ask of you, but don't tell anyone about it, okay?
Kupo?
I really feel for you Class 0 cadets, Kupo. They could have pinned the blame on any Kupo. You kids just happen to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Instead, Alstein alleges to be working towards solving the Militesi energy crisis, but he doesn't need all 4 crystals to do that. I think it's all a pretense for something more sinister. These are like new cutscenes. It's like brand new cutscenes that only get. We're talking to
The Imperial Marshal
NPCs here.
requires your immediate attendance at an emergency war council.
Understood. I'm on my way.
Oh, also, that Rubrum military escort came too, so I will need you to authorize the documents to have her transferred to the military prison.
Military prison?
Yes, sir. Our prisoner of war camps are currently closed, so she'll have to be sent to the regular prison. I'm not sure how the inmates will react to a girl from Rubrum, but...
Then, assign her to my custody.
Huh? But sir...
That's all. Dismissed.
Yes, sir.
Also sus.
It's been 3 days, and you still haven't said a word. Can you even talk?
Am I allowed to talk?
So you can talk. You may be a prisoner, but I don't ever remember saying you were forbidden to speak.
Why didn't you freaking say so in the first place? Thank the crystal. Ma always says, don't open that mouth in front of strangers. Someone told me you saved my skin, so I just wanted to take this opportunity to say thanks and stuff. So here's a few seconds of gratitude.
On second thought, go back to not talking.
Well, that was kind of weird.
What do 2 division heads want with me?
You certainly have quite the attitude for someone who has no accomplishment.
The reclamation of Ebon. Since the onset of war, the Ebon region east of Academia remained under Imperial occupation. Fearing that milites would rendezvous at Ebon with its new Concordian allies, Dominion's Central Command initiated Operation Sanssouci, a campaign to annihilate the Imperial Army and fortify its eastern border before the Royal Army could make its move. However, the Dominion had already deployed the majority of its forces to the Western Front. Central Command thus decided to compensate for the imbalance by dispatching cadet squads to both fronts, and the campaign was underway. With such a small main force, Rubrum began at a military disadvantage. However, thanks to the cadets, the Legion succeeded in capturing Ebon, and the campaign ended in victory for the Dominion. Now that Rubrum has reclaimed most of its territory, only one city still suffered under the Imperial yoke, Moreau.
I'm late.
Alright, I'm gonna end this one here. And we'll get into it next time. Start the next mission. Yeah, just going around here, and I'm not talking to every single NPC anymore, but it still takes an hour to get around here and talk to all the important NPCs and maybe a few extra and do all what you need to do and yada yada. But anyway, until next time.